So my name's Cooler Swan. I'm a library officer in the Special Collections. Today we're going to go through some of the functionalities of our website and give you a bit of an in-depth look at how to book appointments, search our catalogues, and a few other interesting things.
Hi, I'm Davina Palat and I am Library Officer, and I'm here to support Kua in helping you navigate yourself around our websites. So let's get started. So I think, Kua, if we go to the Library Newcastle, University of Newcastle, Australia website there, and we click on that, and we can scroll down to the bottom of this website till we get to special collections. If we click on that picture there, we have a few options. So we have the University Archives, the Rare Book and Special Collections, and a bit further down, another link, Library Bookings and Appointments. And if we just if you would like just to send an inquiry through, you can just click on the inquiry link and that will send us an email for us to respond to at a later date. So if we want to head to the University Archives, this will take us to various collections. Three of our main collections there, the Pender Archives, the records of the Anglican Diocese of Newcastle, and the Living Histories website as well. So if we go into Living Histories, and we go to the home button, and we can scroll down till we have search our collections. Here we can do a basic search.
This is where, we can come to find some of the more requested items and some of the things that really stick out to a lot of people and we get a lot of inquiries about. So I think the biggest one we get is the Anglican Diocese of Newcastle, and this is where we can come in and find certain parts of this collection that we can help people find certain things to help them with their inquiry. So here we have births, marriages, and burial registers. The finding aid is a really good resource to specifically hit what parish or what area you're looking for. We also have a few links to those sorts of things and our email address down the bottom, just in case there's something that isn't as easy and accessible. You can email us and we can start the conversation that way. But finding aids are scattered all through our websites, and this is where you can find specific parts of the collection that may be in your area and of interest. And there's also a zoom in button that can make it bigger for you if you need that sort of thing.
Maybe just another tip. One way of searching a registry that's actually that's already on a transcript or on a PDF, we can download it and then do a find from that. So maybe, Kua, do you want to show them if we go down to the download button?
Yep.
And we click on that, and we click on the PDF icon there and open that for download. Comes at the bottom, we click on there, click the PDF, and we can do a Control F on your keyboard and a little window will pop up and we can search. So if we wanted to find the name of Smith, for example, it will show that we've got 10 Smiths. So we can scroll till we come to the first Smith. And there we have the Smiths will get highlighted. So that's a kind of a nice tip that you can find if you see any PDFs in any of the website there, you can download them and do a find. Over to you.
I'm having trouble getting back out of this.
Oh, so
PDF now.
Yeah, to press the little X.
Yeah, it's just my toolbar again.
Oh no, that's right.
But that's a good way to search any of our finding aids and really try to make anything as easy as it can be for your end before you come to us with a question. Where we are open to doing these sorts of things for you, but at the same time, it helps us to have a bit of context. So in your inquiry, maybe it's just a matter of highlighting the link and sending it through. If there is ever the scenario where there is something on our website that you might be more inclined to add a bit of a story to what images you have, or what you may hold as knowledge towards these sorts of things. We also have our little recollection button here, and when you click on this button, it can create a link to our website where you can put in your contact information, email address, and create an account. And this is also a really good place to have your say in whatever it may be on our site. We also have some copyright information on the side here. For use of some of the content, we ask that people contact us and ask for permission and ask for some parameters around how you reference the Special Collections team or the website for where you found your images. If it's being used in a presentation, this is pretty much academics or people that are doing some sort of presentation on what particular subject they've come across in our websites. And that's just as simple as coming to one of the 3 links and clicking on it, and that'll send an email to us at archives@newcastle.edu. You can put in whatever the inquiry is, or if it's a copyright issue or whatever it may be, and that'll come directly to me and Davina, and we can pass that on to the right team member that can help with that inquiry. Anything I'm missing, Davina?
No, that looks good.
We showed how to download. We showed how to recollect.
Yeah, and you can also use a little under the toolbar there with the download button. You've got the email address. The email icon. You can do the same thing there if you need to contact us. And I think the little right pen tool as well.
Awesome. Okay.
There it is. That's what I was looking for before.
Do you want to explain this one to me a little bit?
Well, this is so any description that you think that you'd like to change, for example, Allen family collection that had 1956, and you know it was 1954 and potentially have some information back up that will confirm that. Like recently I had someone who sent through the date of a debutante ball in Newcastle City Council in 1955, but it was actually a New Year's Eve party, and he actually sent through the clip, newspaper clipping. So you could add that to that description and send it through to us, and we can verify that, and we can add it to our descriptions.
And just with these add a map geotags, you don't have to add a map. You can actually just tag the spot on the map where this building may have been, or this New Year's Eve party. And that's a really good description on how some of the parts of this website work. There's also our other website, our blog post, Hunter Living Histories at Newcastle and at the University of Newcastle. And this is another place where you can also find so many more useful links back to our website and back to our catalogues just through the big orange magnifying glass. And this is a good place to go and see certain things that may be hard to navigate, but makes everything a little bit easier. So in this place, we can search for a collection and name, whatever it may be, and this can give us a link to our websites or our collections and anything else on Google as well that may be relevant to the particular subject that you're looking for, just through that search icon there.
Yeah, so maybe we can do a search with and show the parameters, how to use those with the dates, and maybe isolate a few searches, because sometimes that can get a bit tricky. So we did a share, say we did shipwrecks, and we click on just to enter, and we can come up with various shipwrecks. Now we can search, this search will take us to 14 pages. But if we want to potentially drill down further, we can just do shipwreck Stockton, if that was what we were wanting to have a look at. That reduces it to 9. Maybe we were after the, we could put the name, but if we didn't know the name of the ship that we were looking for, but we knew roughly the date, we could change it to 1904, for example, if we knew. And that would bring up, and when you put your cursor over the images, you'll be able to see the drop down, the details more without actually having to go into each one of them. So this was 1988. So say we're after the Adelphi 1904. So then we find this one here. That's an earlier one, but there we have that image there. If we wanted to, it also shows us on the sides here of the different. So in this, what we're looking at is there's 156 photos. So if it's a photo that we're after, then we can click straight onto the photo, and that would eliminate any letters or drawings or anything that wasn't related to a photograph. If it was publications we're after, we could just click on the publications, and that would bring up the 36 publications that were up. So we can filter, use these filters to
The internet is taking forever.
Yeah. So now we've got all the publications highlighting this preview one, for example, is showing us that in our search parameter, it's got Stockton. So it may be not exactly what you're after, but it will possibly talk about, well, it's talking something completely irrelevant to the shipwrecks. In this case, double murders. So, yeah, so we can move over to things that are not relevant. But if it was the photographs we're after, we would go straight back to that. In this case, there's the finding aids. We can go straight to the finding aids. And this can also, these finding aids, so in this one, for example, highlighting this preview, it will show that shipwrecks, the word shipwrecks will be in this finding aid. And we can look at, this might be something more information of the shipwrecks that you might be useful. In this one, the same. Same thing. There's also 2 audios as well, if that was helpful. You can also, if we're after a specific photo, or you're just wanting photographs of shipwrecks in general, you can highlight these. Say you wanted just old photographs of the ships. You can just go through and highlight these photos for yourself. Go back up to the screen and download. It will come up with a window. You just want the digital items. You can click on that and then just download. And this would send you an email with the links of all those images that you've actually checked. So it's a handy feature as well. If you're doing your own sort of research, you can add favorites as well. Anything else, Kua, that I've missed?
No, I don't think so. I think that was pretty much everything.
And of course, if you want to start a new search, you can remove all filters and start again. But the dates are handy, and any of these filters can isolate. Otherwise, the word, if it's a long title, if you know the title of the image, that will zero you in, but if not, it will potentially bring up many other images with those specific words that won't have any relevance for you. So the filters are a handy feature.
All right, well, I think that is really good. If there's any more information that anybody needs, feel free to get in contact with us through some of the ways we showed today, or just pop in an email to archives@newcastle.edu.au, and we'll be happy to help. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Davina.